thing that the Lord put in my heart earlier this year, and a transfer of wealth and a transfer of power. And God has been dealing with my heart. And I've been doing a self-examination of different things, of anger, aggravation, negativity. And God has been pointing these things out in my life because God is getting ready to do some things in my life, in and through me. And I believe that power and a transfer of power and a transfer of wealth is going to come through these things because of obedience, not because I'm somebody. But God's been really dealing with me, and I had these verses come to me, and I'm going to read one of them, Ezra 7:18. It says, "Whatever seems good to you and to your brothers to do with the rest of the silver and gold, you may do according to the will of your God." This verse, I like things that talk about the will of God. I like things that talk about God and his will and his desire. Because that word will there means desire, delight, wish. So God has wishes. He has desires. He also wants what he delights in, I should say. And he's saying here in this scripture, whatever seems good to you. In other words, whatever he puts in our heart, not necessarily whatever is good, because there's times that things in our heart are not good. But he's saying whatever seems good to you and your brothers to do with the rest of the silver and gold, you may do according to the will of God. This is the thing we have to realize. When we gain or achieve power, when we gain or receive wealth, we must fall under the will of God and follow the will of God. According to God's will, we can do whatever seems to be good to us. Because if we are following God's will and we are being obedient to God's will, we will fulfill what God is calling us to do by those responses, because he has placed those things in our heart because we're diligently following him. And then there's also a warning in Deuteronomy 8:17. Beware lest you say in your heart, my power and my might of my hand have gotten me this wealth. See, that's a warning. When God gives us wealth, when God gives us power and might and authority, we have to realize that everything that we have has come from him. It's not by our own strength, our own intellect, our own knowledge. It's by the wisdom and Spirit of God that he gives wealth and he gives power to his people. And we have to remember that it's by and through him, not us. That's always been the danger of God giving power and giving authority and giving wealth to believers, to pastors, to churches, to church Christian organizations, because when they become wealthy and when they become powerful, a lot of times they fall into the trap that I'm the one that brought us to this place, and we forget about God. This is what this is talking about here. In Deuteronomy 8:18, it says, you shall remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you power to get wealth, that he may confirm his covenant that he swore to his fathers, as it is this day. God is saying, he said, you need to remember that God is the one that gives power and wealth, and he gives it to confirm his covenant with us that he swore to our fathers. And he's talking about the covenant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which Jesus Christ came through that seed. Those promises came through the covenant that God established thousands of years ago, that he promised to the believer and he promised to us. We need to quit living in a defeatist, however you want to say that, and poverty mentality. God is still on his throne. He has promised to bless his people and to provide for his people. And may we embrace those things for God to receive the glory and honor as we receive power from him, as we receive authority from him, and as we receive wealth from him, that we would give him the honor and glory that's due him. God bless you.